Hey, Brenda Lee here. Hey, if you want to know the real reason that your team is having issues, I'm going to break it down for you. It's something actually that's really simple, but it's also the last thing that people think. So, if your team is struggling with backstabbing, gossip, lack of collaboration, land grabbing, they're just not marching in the same direction, maybe, let alone they're definitely not marching in sync. If that's an issue for you, I want you to listen in. Here's the key element that other team leadership development companies aren't telling you. It boils down to one thing, and it's a very simple thing, and it's called emotional intelligence. When your team members lack emotional intelligence, which is okay, they're not taught this in school. The example that they had was their parents, and most likely, I don't know about you, but most of our parents were dysfunctional in this area. So the fact that your team doesn't know it is okay. So we need to come in and help educate them in a way that makes it palatable and understandable so that they can apply this in the way that they communicate with your teammates. Okay. And so I want you to think of this analogy here. Say that you've got like a pizza or a pie or whatever suits your fancy today, right? But if your team has a bunch of conflict and a lot of things are going on, we only have so much mental energy a day, right? This is like if you wake up and you say, okay, here's my pizza for the day worth of energy, of mental energy. And if you've got teammates who are arguing, who are not collaborating, who are bitter and angry and have a terrible home life, whatever it might be, all of these things begin to add up. And now you've lost 20% of their mental bandwidth and their capacity to deal with what you need them to deal with at work. Okay, so while you may think this isn't that big of a deal, you do the math and you see how much this is costing you, not only in revenue, but also clearly in productivity. And I don't know about you, but as a leader, I know I hear this complaint all the time where leaders are like, I just feel like I'm babysitting everyone. This one's got to bicker with that one. I have to get in the middle of it. I have to be the one to resolve it. What if your team had the skill set to resolve it themselves? What if they have the skill set of communication in an emotional intelligence perspective where they didn't even get in the squabble in the first place and they could understand where the other person was coming from before it even got that far? So think about how much money, how much revenue, how much productivity that would save you. And if that sounds appealing to you, then DM us and say team development. We will get back with you and we will set up a time where we can discuss what we can do for your organization.